Hello everyone, my name is Rachel, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about the 12 different products that I think you need in your makeup kit if you're just getting started. I think you could also find some of this information useful if you already have a makeup kit and maybe fill in some gaps with the products that we're talking about. My goal is to keep this video as short and sweet as possible, so I won't be talking a lot about how to use these items, but you can see them in action in my first video, which I will link in the description below. One more thing before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell if you haven't yet so you can come hang out with me again. Also, I wanted to thank my friend Kelly for the video idea. This was her suggestion and I thought it was a great one, so here we are. All right, let's get started. So I'm gonna go through these products kind of in order of how you would use them on the face. Again, not talking too much about that, but I wanted to explain kind of how I'm working through them. A couple of the categories, I'll be recommending multiple products just for variations in skin type and whatnot. First product up is going to be foundation. I am recommending a couple different coverage levels on these items. The first foundation is from L'Oreal. This is my favorite. I've preached about this a lot. It's the Infallible 24-Hour Freshwear Foundation, and it does have SPF 25 in it. She looks like this. You can buy this at just about any drugstore or Walmart, Target, Ulta. Right now I'm looking at ulta.com and they have 30 shades and it is $14.99. So there is a pretty good shade selection on this. It is a medium coverage foundation that can be built up. That's why I love this so much, because you can kind of sheer it out or you can wear it built up and the coverage is pretty good. This is my top pick in this category for sure. It's usually on sale at a lot of different places, so that's also a good thing. Another option is from Catrice Cosmetics. This is their HD liquid coverage foundation. It is mattifying. It is very full coverage, very full coverage. I like to wear this in photos and whatnot. I think it looks really good on camera. My gripe about this is that there are not a lot of shades at all. There's hardly any in the store, but if you go online, there's several more. Let's go see how many shades they have and how much this costs. So this is $10.99 on ulta.com and they have 18 shades. Again, that is not a great shade selection, but I really like the product and it's a good price, so that's why I'm recommending it. Now we are going to move on to concealer. I have 3 recommendations for concealer. My first and favorite recommendation is from Tarte. This is the Shape Tape Contour Concealer. Everyone knows about this concealer and it's kind of a holy grail item at this point, and that's for good reason. The coverage is really good on it. They have a big shade selection. It is a little pricier than the other options that I'm recommending. Actually, quite a bit pricier than the other options I'm recommending, but I feel like you get a ton of use out of one tube of product. So to me, it is worth the money, or I wouldn't recommend it. The Shape Tape Concealer is $27 and I'm looking at Ulta. I don't know if it's still exclusive to Ulta or not. It used to be. Let me look that up. Okay, from what I can tell, you can purchase Shape Tape from Ulta, from QVC, or on Tarte's website directly. They have 30 shades, so it's second in shade range to another concealer that I'm going to recommend, but it still has a pretty good shade range for concealer. My next recommendation is from Catrice. This is the Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. I've been using these off and on in between my Shape Tape, and they wear really well. I don't find them to crease or anything like that. Again, because it is a Catrice product, the shade range is kind of crap. They have 17 shades in this concealer. The coverage on this concealer is not as intense as the Shape Tape, so if you're someone who wants a little bit less coverage and you want to spend a little bit less money, or a lot of it less money, $22 less, then this is a really good option. My last pick for concealer is the LA Girl HD Pro Concealer. A lot of people on YouTube love this. The shade range is excellent. They have 43 colors and it is $4.99. This is the cheapest of of the three, and it has the most shades available. They do have several color correctors mixed in there with concealer shades, but there's still quite a range of actual skin tones. And the coverage on this is, I would say, in between Shape Tape and the Catrice, and I really like it a lot. It blends well, it doesn't crease, and I think it wears great. So also a good pick, and it's very inexpensive. Next up, we have loose powder to set the face. My first pick is from Maybelline, and it is the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. It is $7.99 at Ulta. There are 8 shades in this powder. It has pigment to it, so you have to use a very light hand if you're gonna use it all over the face to set. But I think it's a good product, and I think it's great for brightening the under eye. Next up, we have the RCMA No Color Powder. This is a translucent setting powder, and you can use it all over the face. I'm looking at camerareadycosmetics.com where they sell this. It is listed for $10.80 right now. I think it's on sale. Normally it's $12, and you get a ton of product in this, so it's a pretty good buy. If you don't want to go with a powder that has pigment in it, then this is a really good option, and I usually use this to set all over my face. Bronzer is next up, and my first recommendation is from Physicians Formula. It's the Butter Bronzer. This is $15.99 on Ulta.com right now, and there are 6 shades. I have seen this way cheaper on Amazon, and I actually ordered this one from Amazon for like $6 or something like that. So I'll put a link down below and you guys can check that out. I love this bronzer because it blends like a dream, and it is so easy to work with. You can kind of build it up for more intense color, and it is slightly luminous. It's not sparkly in the least, but it's also not matte. So I really like this one, and it is also something you can get pretty much anywhere at any drugstore and whatnot. My second pick is from Too Faced, and again, I don't have the new packaging on this one. It doesn't even look like this anymore. I'll put a little snip up of what the new packaging looks like. This one is $30, and I'm looking at Ulta.com. They have 3 different shades. This is a completely matte bronzer, and I can use this both for bronzing and for contour as well. I really love this one. I think it's a solid pick if you're looking for something completely matte. All right, next up we have blush. You cannot go wrong with some Kylie Cosmetics blush. There are 6 shades on Ulta.com, and it is $18. I think you can find something cheaper that also works, but I do love the shades in these blushes, so that's why I recommended it. The second one that I'm going to recommend is from Physicians Formula. It is the Butter Blush, so it's in the same line as the Butter Bronzer. This is $6.79 on Ulta's website, and there are 4 shades. The finish on this is very similar to the Butter Bronzer. It is nothing offensive or sparkly in the least, so don't be deterred by that. This one I told you is available on Ulta.com, and it's also available at drugstores, Walmart, Target, those types of places. Almost everywhere has it. So those are my 2 picks for blushes. I think that you can find something between the 2 of these that'll work for you. All right, we're moving on to eyes. My first recommendation is going to be for a palette. This is one from Morphe. It is the Always Golden Artistry palette. It is a 9-pan palette. It's obviously a mess because I use it all the time. I'm suggesting something like this because you have a bunch of different shades in here. They're all neutral, so it's kind of, you know, the basics, but something like this I think is great to have. You've got a black shadow here, you've got several shades of brown, a gold, some crease colors, so I think you can cover a lot of ground with this palette, and that's why I'm recommending it. I got this one at Ulta. I don't think they have this exact color selection anymore, but they do have it on the Morphe website. This is the 9A Always Golden Artistry palette, and it is $12, so very affordable. It seems to wear really well. It blends well. It's not, you know, a Natasha Denona palette or anything like that, but this is a really good base to start from, and I love it. I'm wearing this right now, by the way, along with a lot of the other products that I'm recommending to you. Eyeliner is up next, and I have one from Rimmel. This is the Scandaleyes Waterproof Kohl Eyeliner. It is a long wear waterproof eyeliner. I have a brown one, but they have it in black and several other shades. This one is $3.99 at Target. It's pretty cheap anywhere you go, but Walgreens has the best shade selection that I've seen so far. This is great for lining the waterline. It stays put on the lid. It is pretty budge proof once you've got it on there, but you can lay it down and kind of smudge it out if you want to do that too. Really love this and I use it every single day. Next, we're moving on to eyebrows. I have an ultra precise brow pencil from e.l.f. This is one of those tiny micro pencils. You can make little hair strokes with it and I love this so much. It is $5 and on the e.l.f. website they have, let's see, 8 shades available. So really good shade selection. They don't have all of the shades in this pencil at Ulta, but they do have everything on the e.l.f. website. So I will link that in the description box. Next, we're moving on to mascara. I have 2 recommendations. My first pick is from Essence. It's the Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara. I got this at Ulta for $4.99. You can kind of just slap it on and all of a sudden your eyelashes are amazing. And that's what I love about it. It is not a lot of work. If you take one product recommendation out of this whole thing, well, hold on, two product recommendations out of this whole thing, it would be this foundation and this mascara. Mwah, love them. Okay, the other mascara that I do love, just not as much as the Essence one, is the Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara from L'Oreal. This one is great. I love it. It just takes me a little bit longer to build it up and I don't like the brush as much on this one. It's got this, you know, chunkier brush and it's just not as easy to work with as the skinnier one on the Essence mascara. Both of these mascaras that I recommended wear well, they don't flake, they don't smudge, so I think they're really good just everyday mascara and you can also build them both up to be pretty dramatic too. I don't really like messing with mascara that you cannot build up. All right, enough about my mascara crushes. The second to last category we have is setting spray. The first one I'm gonna recommend is a matte setting spray, so this would be better for normal to oily skin. This is the Maybelline Lasting Fix Makeup Setting Spray and it's up to 16-hour wear matte finish. I really like this and the mist on this baby, oh shoot, I just sprayed that all over my laptop.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
The mist on this baby is really good. I like that it doesn't just shoot out a bunch of droplets of product. So I really like it. Makes your makeup last. It is $9.99 on Ulta's website. I've seen it for $7.99 other places, so I will link the best price that I can find in the description. Now, moving on for dry skin, definitely recommend getting something hydrating that's glycerin based. That's what this is. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is another one that has a great mist. Let me just move this here laptop before I spray it though. This one is like an aerosol and it just has the finest mist. It smells really good. I'm typically not into a lot of fragrance in these types of products, but it's a light scent and it doesn't linger. This one, like I said, is going to hydrate the skin and kind of lock stuff in place. I sometimes use this in combination with this one because it takes down the powdery look of makeup. So if you're extra like me and you want to buy 2, then they are a great pair, a match made in heaven if you ask me. Lastly, I have some lip products for you. And I actually have 2 products, so geez, not last, but getting close. Okay, we have 2 different lip liners. One is from NYX, and this is a slim lip pencil. I have the shade Nude Truffle, but there are, let's see, 32 shades in this one. It is $4 from Ulta. This one is kind of a brown shade. And I think that's good for every day and would be a good one for your starter kit if you want something pretty neutral. And then I just lightly outline my lips with that when I'm putting on nude lipstick. I like this pencil because it wears really well and it's a normal, just, you know, sharpen pencil. It's a little creamy, but not too creamy that it slides off terribly. I love it. The second one is from Wet n Wild, and this one is a gel lip liner. Okay, so this one doesn't have the staying power that the NYX one does. The texture is a lot softer and more slippery, but it is $1.69 at Ulta.com, and there are, let's see, 10 shades available on Ulta. I got this one at Walgreens. And this is more of like a pinky rosy shade. This is Bear to Comment. Right here. This one rubs off a little bit easier, but I do love it still, and it's great to pair with nude lipstick. Speaking of which, I have two types of lipstick from Maybelline that I would recommend if you want to just get a really good, you know, go-to lipstick for every day. My first one is part of the Buffs Color Sensational collection from Maybelline. This is in the shade Nude Lust. I'm wearing this right now. I'm also wearing the other one, but we don't have to talk about that. This is a really good nude. They have several different ones. They are really flattering on a lot of different skin tones. That was $7.99 at Ulta. The other is also a Color Sensational lipstick from Maybelline, and it is the Shine Compulsion lipstick. This is the shade Baddest Beige, and it is just more of a high shine lipstick. And I'll put on the creamy one and put this one in the center. No big deal. I would say if I had to pick one formula as my go-to, then I would go with the cream lipstick because it wears a little bit longer and I love it. Okay. That's all I have, and I hope you guys found this really useful. If I did not go into enough detail about something, please leave me a comment. Ask me any questions that you have. I seriously have nothing to do but walk my dogs and reply to comments. So please help me. I'm a social creature. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate any engagement from you guys. It's really important to me, and it really helps me get my videos out there if you are interacting with me. If you feel compelled, please do that. Hope you're having a great day, and I will see you in my next video.